Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the YummyArts kitchen for another episode of What's Going On at YummyArts. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce a brand new cake decorator to us. She's certainly not new to the field. Ladies and gentlemen, Shelly Sicily! Yay!
Thank you, Michael. I'm going to get my gloves on here because I like to work with my gloves on. I'm a professional sugar artist, cake decorator, lots of years of experience. Uh-oh, got to take my rings off for this.
Yep.
They don't fit with the gloves. Today we are doing a Valentine ruffled cake. This is fondant ruffle over buttercream. Okay, and I've got my buttercream all made. My son gave me this paddle for Christmas.
Nice.
And it's specific for my KitchenAid. I brought my KitchenAid today. And it is, if you can see it, it's got the plastic that goes and scrapes the side of the bowl. And it's red, so it matches.
Wow.
So it gets everything off the edge of the bowl. So you got to know the size of your bowl and your KitchenAid mixer to order this. And he found it online. So we're going to get this out of the way. I'm going to fill up my bag. All right, I made a heart cake for this Valentine cake. So I took my cake out. It's upside down. This is parchment on top. So I wanted to measure my pan. When you're working with odd-shaped pans like this, you want to do your board off of it. And last night I thought I got to tell them how I did this. So to get to the size board so that it's bigger for the cake, I took my foam core. I work with foam core. Okay, and I set the pan on the foam core, the empty pan, get it centered there. And I took this tool, which is a Pampered Chef Rotary Cutter, and I'm using a pencil and I'm going to set the pan centered somewhat on here, if you can see. Now the key thing is you have to, because this thing is sloped a little bit right here, you have to push down on the pan, and to make this bigger than the cake, I'm going to use it as like a little compass, and it's going around the cake. Push down on the inside of the pan and just keep the pencil against the wheel as it comes around. Yeah, I know you can't see this side. Put your pencil back in, push on the pan, because it wants to slide under the pan if you're not careful. Okay? Bingo. You got a pan that's a ½ inch larger than your cake, which should be more than enough. If you can find a bigger wheel or a washer or something with a smaller hole in the center, then it will work perfect for going around these, and remember where you put it. Okay, so now I will cut this out with foam core, cover it with my polyfoil, ta-da!
Nice.
And we're going to take and sit our cake on here. Now this is polyfoil, which is Florist Foil, and I'm using the back side of it. I'll show you. This is Florist Foil. It's not food grade, so you either have to put a board on top of board for this cake, or you can use the back side, which is plastic covered. That makes it food safe. So since we're doing a Valentine cake, I opted to do the plastic color and pull the green out for an accent color. So I'm going to take my foam parchment, off. And Michael, I need a turntable.
Another quick question before we go too far. What is the size of your KitchenAid? The stand
Mine
mixer?
is a 5-quart.
5-quart? Okay.
5-quart, and this was purchased at Costco. It is the professional series, which means it's got more horsepower for getting a hold, and the price is fantastic, though they have just upgraded to the 5.5, 6 quarts that are on the counter over here. So mine is a few years older, so they've got the larger ones now. But I do know that KitchenAid.com has a brand new one that's a 7-quart.
Ooh.
And it's close to $1,000, but boy,
Wow.
is it, I think it's got 1 horse on the horsepower.
Wow.
Okay, let's get my bag
Whole
filled up with
horse.
frosting. Full horse.
Wow.
So you can do 10 cups of flour in my 5-quart here when you're doing cookie dough. All right, this is my buttercream, and I don't buy commercial buttercream. I make my own. This is a bakery buttercream, so there's shortening and there is butter in it.
There may have to be some kind of taste test involved.
Go ahead.
You know, it is the